Welcome to Shorts Beyond Measure, where fashion, interiors, and psychology get the stylish, savvy, and slightly therapeutic touch.
We're Tara West, Caroline Baltz, and Allison Goldberg, a fashion stylist and 2 interior designers who are also trained as psychotherapists.
So let's get into what's trending, what's tired, and what's actually worth your time. Because good style and good decisions should never be short-lived.
Good morning, ladies.
Morning. Oh my God, what just happened?
Good morning.
So, do you want to say something?
I just have a question because I was thinking about this the whole time we were recording the last episode and giving me therapy, but I was staring at both of you guys. Like, you definitely changed something with your makeup under your eye.
Yeah.
And yours is like shimmery too. What are we using under our eye and why didn't anyone tell me?
You start.
I have a light foundation, and then there's like a shimmery kind of one that I just kind of tap on my cheeks.
Is it new?
I don't wear it every day. But
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah,
thank you.
good.
Thank you.
I had my makeup done this morning by
Oh,
Ikra.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I have a shoot today, so I would not know how to do this.
Oh, yeah. No, you
Yeah.
look fab.
Thanks.
You
She
do.
does a really good job.
We should have her do all of our makeup
She would come
before
in
the
here.
podcast.
Oh, yeah. She's amazing.
Once we like blow up, she's going to be our makeup artist.
But she could come and talk to us about fall makeup trends.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that would be fun. She's great. And a lot of it's at Blue Mercury, so you could purchase it.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
With the discount code Tara West for 20% off.
You guys, I have to tell you this story really fast, though, because I have not been, I was in an accident. It wasn't bad, but I was going downtown to the eye doctor, which, by the way, took me 6 months to get this appointment. And so I go downtown to, where it's all crazy by Mass General and stuff.
Ugh, I hate it.
And I should have taken an Uber, but because I was like, I want my car. So I'm literally not moving, but there's traffic. Like, you can't even get through the
By
car.
like the Liberty Hotel. Like that.
Yes,
Yes.
totally. You know what I'm talking
yes,
about?
I know exactly.
And all of a sudden, this ambulance comes like beside me, and I'm thinking, where the hell is this guy going? And he turns and hits my car. Half my tire goes into the street, and there's nowhere to go.
Wait, but
You were
was he
stopped?
transporting someone who screwed up
You're
their
gonna
whole
love
life?
this. So no, there's like an ambulance parking garage right there. So I get out of the car, I pull up and block the whole ambulance entrance, and he gets
you did.
out, and I said, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what?"
That's why it's
You're-
called an accident. You just spent the last episode being like, "Thank you to our listeners," but to the ambulance driver, you're swearing.
I
at?
said, I know I'm not supposed to speak this way to you, but are you out of your mind? There's no room. I can't even walk through the cars. So he's like, well, do you want me to pick up your tire from the middle of the road? I said, I never want you to save my life ever.
Yeah.
Like, who are you? So now I have a rental car.
He was on
no.
break, smoked a doobie.
Why didn't you bring up this example in our last episode about our 90% reaction to things?
God, I don't know because
Yeah.
I forgot about but because Allison's like, I didn't see your car. And I
Yeah.
said, because I have a rental, which, by the way, is how ridiculous is that, though?
Ridiculous.
And I said, I just want to make sure that we all know that this is your fault.
Yeah.
You know? And
There's
he's-
no fault in Massachusetts.
well,
It doesn't matter.
It was his
Yeah.
fault. Totally.
I said, I called the police, but I'm afraid they might take my whole car out.
Oh, God.
You know?
Wait, so what happened? You didn't call the police?
I did not call the police. No.
Oh, you just exchanged
The
information.
police couldn't fit down that road. There's so
Oh.
much traffic. I'm like, I'm not waiting for the police
No.
to get here. It'll take
Got
like
it.
10 hours.
Yeah.
And you're
But-
like, I got to get to my eye appointment.
no,
and by the
they
way-
canceled it because I was
Oh
late.
no.
I know.
And
So-
by the way, you just made the traffic 10 times worse.
oh, I know.
Think
People
about all
are-
the people cursing you out.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, so that was fun.
That's not fun.
No.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Yeah. I mean, if I was moving, I would have been taken out because ambulances are big.
Yeah.
They're thick.
Yeah.
I like it.
Huge. Oh,
All right, Caroline.
what are we talking about today? We are talking about this Danish concept where people often talk to Allison and I about it because it brings in the way you feel in a space. And it's called Hygge.
No.
No.
This is your dyslexia again.
Yeah. Okay.
It's called Hugh something. I can't say it.
Hygge.
No, I don't think it's your dyslexia. I just think it's hard to pronounce.
Well, it's not an English word. It's Dave, can you tell us how to say it?
Can
It's
you find it
Hygge.
for us?
What was it?
Hygge.
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 Okay. Are you going to rap for us?
Tiny T up in the studio.
What's up, Hygge? I got a picture. It's going downhill fast.
Wrong. Oh,
What did
God.
you used to call it Hygge?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's how I thought.
That's
right.
that's why I can't say it because
Yeah.
you always called it Hygge, but it's Hygge.
Yeah, it's
She's
Hygge.
blaming you. So tell us what it is.
So it's a Danish concept where it's like this idea of cozy and space and how you feel. It's a little bit like of an offshoot of feng shui, right? Like where you have to think about the position of different objects in a room and ultimately the way that you can invoke a feeling, especially of coziness in a space. And we try to go for that a lot too. But I think of it, reason that I thought of it is like in the fall, I think of cozy. Right? Like my son was just saying, he's like, I actually like daylight savings because then it's dark and you feel like you can just nestle up in a chair with a blanket and like read or whatever, like kind of just have downtime.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm redoing my bedroom, and so I just got all new bedding, and I bought these huge pillows from Pom Pom at home, but instead of having like a Euro sham on a king size bed, you have to do 3 or 4. There's 2 huge pillows, and I just love the way you curl up on it. You're not like in the crack of 2 pillows,
Right.
Yeah.
and it's so hygge.
Hygge.
All right. So obviously my clients go for the cozy too. I actually had this client the other day and she has a very sensitive skin to anything, to a lot of materials, as a lot of us do, but this is to an extreme. So when I was shopping for her, I had to be very cognizant of stuff for her for the winter that's super soft, has no wool in it, the material. So it was a very special shopping trip.
Can she do cashmere?
Very fine. Very
So
fine cashmere.
what did you end up going with then?
So there's a place in New York that has very fine cashmere sweaters. And
Where?
I can give you guys
Caroline's
the-
leaving tomorrow.
I have a weakness for cashmere.
But it's but because like you can get good deals on cashmere. Like some of these brands, like Saks has their own cashmere, Aqua, that really lower end brand. But it can be very itchy. 'Cause
Yeah,
great
it's not real
Yeah.
cashmere.
But yeah, so it was so interesting to have to kind of be so specific for her.
How does the ply work for cashmere? Like, because 2-ply is no bueno, right?
No.
What's the highest number?
I didn't know you were bilingual.
It's like 100% cashmere.
Yeah.
It has to be 100%.
Okay, and is it like, because when you're talking about bedding, like we look at thread count, right? Like 1,000 thread count or better is usually kind of our number.
How does the price go on that? So the higher the count, the higher the price.
Yeah.
And who would you say has the highest count thread sheet?
Different brands make different. I mean, it used to be like the entry is like 200 thread count would be like, your kind of entry level, but now you can get 2,000 thread count sheets
Wow.
that are like satin.
And I
Gorgeous.
feel like there's like good deals on it. Like the hotel collection at Bloomingdale's is like pretty reasonably priced for nice bedding and a high thread count. You don't have to go with, what am I thinking?
Oh, like Friette or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have clients who are, you spend all this money redecorating their home and they're like, do not spend $1,000 on my sheets? Or is it kind of
No,
not like
I
that?
feel like people are pretty generous when it comes to their bedding.
Yeah.
You think about how much time you spend
Oh,
there.
yeah.
And you use those sheets a lot. Like, what do you have, 2 or 3 sets for your bed? Like, think about it. You're changing it only once a week. Like people invest in
And
bedding.
that's the place they go to at the end of the day and want to feel relaxed.
They want to
right?
feel hygge.
I know we've talked about this before, but I wonder, what are your favorite rooms to do in a home? A bedroom?
I love a bed. Like I think the layering it and the different sheets and like the I'm always a comforter, like a duvet person. I do not do comforters. Like it has to be a feather bed, and you can have one for the summer and one for the winter.
Yeah, I definitely look down on people that don't have a duvet. That's where my snobbiness starts. Like if you have a
that's where it
comforter,
starts?
yeah. If you have a comforter, Dave, I don't want to be friends with you. Dave, do you have a comforter or a duvet?
Oh,
Here we go.
He's got a smile.
I have a comforter, big, comfortable comforter, and so
Yeah.
I guess we're not friends.
I would have
changes
guessed
nothing.
I would have guessed that for you.
Gee whiz.
because what were we saying?
Rooms that we like to do.
Rooms that I like to do,
But
yeah.
it does go back to the hygge concept where it's like the layering of a bed that's cozy, right? It has to be down pillows. I don't care if you like have a sensitivity to them. We found like replacement.
Down alternative, yeah.
But you have to sink in.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
just something about that that's so huge.
Well, I think dressing for those fall, winter becomes a lot like that. But you still don't want to be like swallowed in your clothing. That's the thing is you don't want, like, even if you're doing an oversized sweater, you need to narrow down the pant. Like you can't be one big balloon.
Yeah, that is a problem with the silhouette of today's clothes. Like I like a wide leg jean, but I make sure I wear like a bodysuit with it because otherwise I just look like a beach ball.
You look cute.
So
Not you, but in general,
no,
you're
everyone.
right. Proportions matter.
So tell me, because you see all the models are in these oversized sweaters and these oversized pants, but like if I look homeless when I wear something like that. Like how do you pull that off, or am I doing it right by wearing a tighter top?
Well, I think you're doing it right by wearing a tighter top. If you wore a tighter top and maybe like a looser jacket, but had that fitted piece underneath,
Are you talking about my outfit right now?
It's perfect. It's all about proportions always. Sometimes these models can get away with it because they're super, super tall and they have not one, ounce of meat on their bones. So everything just hangs.
Right. And they're in a very high heel.
I was just going to say a very high heel. Like typically they're in a very high heel. So everything is elongated.
Do you think a heel is hygge or no? I don't think it is. I think an Ugg boot is hygge.
Yeah.
For me, a heel is a hygge.
Yeah. Sherpa line stiletto.
Coming home in the stiletto.
When I put a heel on, I'm like, hygge.
But that's what everybody else is like.
Yeah, right.
But I also think the length of a shirt or a sweater matters. Like I actually had to go out and buy new sweaters. Like this is to me it's
a great length on you. You're tiny. I love when it hits at the top of the jean.
Yeah.
For most people, to be honest, like this is the one thing I have to say to almost everybody. The bigger the clothes, the bigger you look. I don't care if you feel big. If you feel like you're not feeling great and you want to hide, don't wear big because you're just accentuating something that's not there. You look huge.
So it's like opposite action, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just where you want to
Save that for another podcast.
Okay, yeah,
Don't go into it. I
Caroline,
can see you.
shut up. I want to talk.
You're geeking out already. You just got way too excited.
I did.
But so my go-to is always to like tuck my shirt in.
Yeah.
But is that just like aging me?
Well, there's certain ways to tuck. For some, it's great to tuck all around. Some, it's just the front tuck is cool. Like you don't need to tuck it all. Yeah, you can do the half tuck where it's like half the shirt's in, half side. I think that's a little strange. Like I've done that on social media, and people are like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
They don't really get it.
Hard. Yeah.
Also, sometimes I take my shorts and I put a little rubber band around it and then flip it up so it's like tight and
that is
short.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, I'm gonna start doing that because
Yeah.
sometimes in the summer I'll like tie like a button down in front. I never thought to tie it behind.
And you think it will be bulky, but it won't because
No.
sometimes you can even fit it under your bra. And here's another trick that I just told my client.
Wow.
Dave's laughing at
This
us.
is amazing.
Okay.
Dave's literally watching videos on YouTube. I can see his
am
computer. Dave,
I
when
was
you
just-
stand up, we want to tuck your shirt in the back. We're gonna tie it behind you.
It's not going to work. Is it?
You don't want to tie it
I
in
was
front.
just about to ask if you could use a clip instead of a rubber band, but the clip might show.
The
right?
clip will
Yeah,
show it
'cause
very
then- Yeah,
uncomfortable.
okay.
You fold it
See, I'm paying
in
attention.
back.
One other trick that I'll tell you guys before we end is if you're wearing shapewear or tights, you can, if you're wearing a bulky sweater, tuck the top. Like, let's say you're wearing a bulky sweater and like a silky skirt. You know,
I think
those
I've seen
lace silky-
someone do
Yeah.
this with a belt.
So you can tuck the top of that sweater into the Spanx. And it doesn't bulge. You know how sometimes if you're wearing a long shirt and you tuck it in and you can see it in your pant or
Oh my
in
god,
the
I can't wear
skirt.
Spanx. I'd be sweating.
Well, if you're wearing tights, Spanx, whatever.
Okay.
Tuck that little piece
into
in.
the most compression component.
Yeah, and then you won't see
Oh.
it. I just did that with a client on Saturday, and she was like, "Oh my god, this is so genius!" And I said, "I know you." Because it gives you waist definition,
Yeah.
and you don't get that bulge in your belly from that shirt,
the bulk.
the bulk.
You guys, I'm so excited to get dressed tomorrow and tie my shirt with a rubber band in the back and tuck it in. I'm like really excited. I actually kind of want to leave now. Can we leave?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Bye. Hygge, hygge, hygge. Why didn't anyone join in? That's it for this week's shortlist. Thanks for listening.
If you enjoyed today's conversation, share it, leave a review, or let us know what's on your short list.
Shorts beyond measure, because the most important things in life can't be quantified.